If someone gives you 5 million Nigerian nairas today and you rush into poultry or fish farming blindly, you will likely lose the money. Not because farming is bad, but because most small farms fail due to wrong structure, not wrong effort. So in this video, I will show you the exact farm I would build with 5 million Nigerian nairas in Nigeria, the layout, the sections, the income streams, and the expected profit. And this is not theory. This is a low-risk integrated farm designed to pay you every single month. Many beginners choose only one. They do only poultry, while some only consider fish. Others concentrate only on crops. That is dangerous because farming becomes profitable when one section feeds another. Feed is expensive, fertilizer is expensive, but on an integrated farm, waste becomes income. So instead of building one business, we build a system. You do not need big land. This farm fits inside. Half hectare to 1 hectare equivalent to 5,000 to 10,000 square meters, meaning even behind your house you can start. The goal is daily cash flow, not bragging rights. Here is how I will divide the farm. Front section, vegetables. Middle, fish ponds. Back, poultry. Side, snail and compost unit. Corner, water tank and borehole which will be used to provide water through the farm. Everything arranged so waste flows downward, nothing wasted. This is the secret. Design first, build later. Start with 150 broilers, alternatively 80 layers. Budget, pen construction, 450,000 naira. Chicks, 120,000 naira. Feed first cycle, 600,000 naira. Vaccines and MISC, 80,000 naira. Total poultry setup almost equal to 1.25 million naira. Why poultry first? Because poultry produces manure daily. That manure feeds fish and vegetables. So poultry is not the profit center. It is the fuel of the farm. Expected return, broilers every 6 to 7 weeks, 250,000 naira to 400,000 naira net depending on season. Now let's talk about fish farming section and how it's integrated, including cost breakdown. Instead of concrete ponds, we will use tarpaulin tanks. This is simply because they're cheaper and faster. Now let's setups. 4 tanks times 1,000 capacity. Budget. Tanks, 400,000 naira. Juveniles, 120,000 naira. Feed, 500,000 naira. Total almost equal to 1 million naira. Secret profit trick. You will reduce feed cost using poultry droppings plus maggots gotten from the poultry and compost section of the farm. Harvest after 4 months. Possible revenue 1,400,000 naira, 1,800,000 naira. Profit almost equal to 400,000 naira to 700,000 naira. Fish becomes your biggest cash inflow. Now let's move on to the next activity on the farm. Now we can proceed to the vegetables section of the farm. This section is going to be providing daily and weekly revenues for the farm, which will be very useful before other sections begins to yield result from harvest. We will be using poultry manure to grow tomato, spinach, pepper, cucumbers, and other vegetables with short time period of harvest which are also in high demand. Now let's talk about the cost and budget for production. Budget, beds plus irrigation, 250,000 naira. Certified seeds from reliable sources, 40,000 naira. Every week, you can make 15,000 naira to 40,000 naira. This is your food plus daily income section. Vegetables pay your feeding cost while fish matures. I will try to do a cost breakdown. Please note that this is just estimated. It can be less or more. Please try to carry out an independent research to ascertain the cost and market demand before you zoom the implementation of this project. Total cost breakdown: poultry, 1,250,000 naira; fish, 1 million naira; vegetables, 290,000 naira; snails, 120,000 naira; water and plumbing, 700,000 naira; misc and contingency, 640,000 naira. This brings the total cost of production to 5 million naira. So instead of risking 5 million Nigerian nairas on one farm business, build a system that pays you weekly, monthly, and seasonally. That is how small farms survive inflation. I have tried to ensure that this farm is fully integrated, closing all loops to ensure that nutrients is utilized fully in the farm, not wasted. Subscribe and let's build smarter farms in Africa. On this farm, every plant has a purpose. The perimeter is planted with plantain and papaya, acting as a natural windbreak that protects crops and poultry from harsh weather. By reducing strong winds, we lower water loss, prevent stress in animals, and create a stable growing environment. Inside the farm, vegetables grow under drip irrigation, using water efficiently while maintaining healthy soil. Poultry waste enriches the land, and the crops in turn support the livestock, a true cycle of productivity. This is not just farming, it is system design, protection, sustainability, and continuous harvest working together to produce steady income all year round. So if I had 5 million Nigerian nairas today, I would not gamble it on one farm idea. I would build a system where poultry feeds fish, fish supports vegetables, vegetables feed snails, and nothing goes to waste. That is how small farms survive inflation. That is how farms become businesses, and that is how agriculture becomes predictable income, not guesswork. Remember, structure reduces risk. Start small. Design properly, control your costs, focus on cash flow, not hype, and most importantly, treat your farm like a business, not a hobby. Success in farming is not only about production, it is about smart marketing. Sell directly to customers so you keep more profit. Build steady relationships with restaurants and hotels for reliable demand. Always brand and package your products professionally to earn trust. Record every expense and every sale so you understand your business. Reinvest your profit to grow gradually, and most importantly, focus on consistency, not quick money. A farm that is consistent will always become profitable. This is how agriculture becomes a profitable business venture over a long term. Thank you all for watching, and watch out for my next video.